Namaste, Hamesha Khush Raho Bitiya. My name is JVN Manisha Singh. Today I am teaching you temperature regulation within the cargo. Subject food storage and transport in discipline food and biotechnology. Now let's start the topic. Many cargo claims arise due to the lack of ventilation of the cargo, particularly agricultural products. A common procedure for ventilating hatches at sea is to crack them open. Considerable care must be taken during this procedure as the ship's hatch tops are not designed to be opened during any rolling motion. When such hatches are opened, they must not be left in a jacked up position, but should be lowered on the compression bars and locked into the position. Under no circumstances should the hatches be left open at night while on usage. A lack of or improper ventilation can lead to condensation, known as sweating, which causes cargo deterioration. There are two types of sweat: cargo sweat. Condensation occurs on the surface of the cargo as warm, moist air enters the cargo hold containing a cold cargo. For example, if a cargo of steel is loaded in winter in the UK for discharge in Singapore, the temperature of the cargo will be low. If a warm, moist air is later introduced in the cargo hold, condensation takes place as soon as it comes into the contact with cold cargo. To avoid the possibility of cargo sweat, all ventilators should be closed and no ventilation carried out. However, if the moisture content of the cargo is high, extraction of the moist air from within the cargo holds may be required. Next is ship sweat. This results when condensation occurs on the ship's structure as the ship becomes colder, moving from a hot to a cold climate. The warm, moist air within the cargo compartment condenses as it comes into the contact with the cold structure of the vessel. For ship sweat to occur, the dew point in the cargo hold must exceed the temperature of the ship's structure. To eliminate ship sweat, the cargo should be ventilated. If the vessel is moving from a warm to a cold climate, cargoes can be hygroscopic, mainly agricultural products containing natural moisture. They may absorb or retain or release moisture depending upon the surrounding atmosphere. Examples include the grains. On a voyage from cold to hot region, these type of cargo need no ventilation, and from hot to cold region surface, ventilation needed. Non-hygroscopic cargoes, solid cargoes. However, these cargoes are very likely to be damaged by cargo sweating. To avoid cargo damage, no ventilation required. Air is said to be saturated if it can no longer absorb any moisture. If it is then cooled, it will start to cause condensation. The temperature this occurs at is known as the dew point temperature. To determine the amount of moisture in the air, a wet and a dryable thermometer is used in an instrument known as hygrometer, and it is important to ensure a flow of air across the two thermometers in a hygrometer to obtain correct readings. In a cargo hold where there is no airflow, a whirling hygroscometer is used to measure the two temperatures. A table is then used to find the relative humidity at the time of observation. If proper ventilation procedures are not followed, moisture damage is likely. Any shipper's instructions should be complied with the following factors that ensure that shipper's declaration contains sufficient information about the cargo, particularly moisture content, total moisture content limit, and ventilation requirements, particularly if the commodity is not normally carried or the areas of trade are common. Then claims for moisture damage to cargo can only be defended if supported by properly maintained documentation. It is critical that records of hold temperatures, humidity, and duration of ventilation are maintained. Ventilation not only serves to control sweating, it can control gases or odors emitted from cargo. Ventilation should be continued even at night if required. A record of cargo hold temperature and ventilation should be kept. If circumstances allowed, there should be regular inspection of the cargo space for any signs of condensation. For example, on the inside of the hatch access covers, if condensation is found, the ventilation should be continued. Hope you all are satisfied with this session. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0 Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. If you have any query, please mention it in our comment box. I will resolve them whenever we have a live session. Thank you so much for watching this video.